Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I'll be the DM for this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Hello, I'm Macy, and I will be playing Aldora, the Asmar cleric.
I'm Dylan. I play Andrak, the reborn fighter.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I play Kiriki.
Hello, I'm Kevin, and I play Malachi.
Hello, my name is Cooper, and I play a mystery character.
And now, here's a little story about what the Olympians have been up to. Beauty and love afford someone a great many benefits as they walk through life. Such was the case with Aphrodite. She was born out of an action of anger, but her birth brought the world a great many gifts. After the castration of Uranus by the Titan Kronos, Aphrodite was born out of the sea by his detached parts. His small bit of DNA was enough to create the most beautiful thing the world would ever see. Any world. At least, that was her opinion as she confidently walked amongst the camp of the most dangerous and dark creatures she had ever laid eyes on. She was in the northern center of the region of central Greece. She hated walking up mountains, but she knew appearing in the camp would incite violence. She was wearing one of her favorite dresses. It flowed just above her ankles. It was white with barely noticeable ruffles running vertically, and it showed off her slender and toned shoulders. The dress itself had gold trim, and it matched perfectly with her bronze skin. Her blue eyes, full and light red lips, and delicate features made her look like a frail creature. She had flowers in her hair today, pink rosebuds that were set in her slightly wavy brown hair. She gracefully and slowly walked up the mountain. It was a mix of rock and grass. It was not too steep, but enough that it was not a delicate glide of a walk for her. The trees here were sparse but tall. She was only about 5 foot and 8 inches tall right now, but she was only about 1/5 of the height of the many trees. The creatures around her were strange. They had a lingering darkness around them. They were all dark-colored. Most had red or dark eyes. They all seemed to have claws and large teeth, and many had tails. She studied them, and was given some information about them already. They were not like the mortals she knew. These were more resilient. She smiled kindly at them, and they growled back. If these were mortal men, then they would have burned at the sight of her, and be blinded for the rest of their lives. It would appear the case was not the same here. They had no lodgings, no tent, no buildings, and no fires. She could hear the screams of people, but she avoided looking. Many of these dark creatures had blood around their mouths and teeth, like stains they never cared to wash away. The creatures sat or laid on the ground, but stood as she walked by. Some flew down from the sky. Many made loud screeches or growls at her, but none approached. She casually continued walking. She observed that only a few of them had weapons. This was disappointing. How could these creatures be an invading army? They had no sense of structure. They had no weapons, yet most of the Olympian heroes and emissaries were dead and gone. Zeus has been gone for a while. Did he know something the rest did not? It was time to find out. Aphrodite almost reached the peak of the mountain when a large creature flew and landed in front of her. It was a terrifying creature for certain. It had large horns with 6 branches of some sort. 2 large horns came out of the side of its head and curled back. Above that, 2 large horns went out and above its head, and then there was 2 more shorter horns that stuck straight up. It was well over 20 feet tall. It had large wings that extended over 10 feet on each side of it. They were red, leathery, and looked almost torn in some spots. It had dark red plate armor on its shoulders, forearms, legs, and its long tail that curled around like a snake. It had dark red skin, and its rib cage almost acted like plate armor for it. A red loincloth drapes from its plate belt down in between its 4 cloven legs. Its arms were strong and clawed. In one hand it carried a polearm that had lightning surging across it, and in its other had a whip that was made of fire. It indeed was terrifying to a mortal. Aphrodite smiled up at it, and in a quiet tone, she softly asked, "May I ask who you are?" The creature almost laughed and looked around and said, "I am Kuranos." His voice was gritty and dark. She almost retched at the sound of his disgusting voice. However, Aphrodite was not new to creating terms between two people. Letting a creature of power boast their power is often a good way to get on their good side. She smiled up at him. "And what are you, if not a great and powerful being?" He glared down at her. "We are Tanari, the victors of a great demon war. We now come here for another victory." She maintained her smile. "Of course. You are a great creature indeed. You and your brethren have won a great many victories here. You are almost to Mount Olympus. That is your goal, is it not?" He almost smiled and leaned down to her. "No. We come before the Oberith. The worst has yet to come. Your entire world will burn. Your people will be made slaves, food, and worse. Your worst nightmare is a good day compared to what is going to happen to you." Aphrodite had to fight to maintain her smile. She had not faced a creature that could withstand her charms and beauty for a long time, if ever. She didn't know what to say. Unfortunately, the creature looked to be done talking. His whip unrolled, and he leaned his arm back as if to strike. "Any last words?" Her full lips curled up into a smile as she softly whispered, "Lover." It was less than a second after that before the backside of the creature's back seemed to explode. Different pieces of it went in different directions. Blood splashed in every direction, and broken bones clattered to the ground around it, in every direction except towards Aphrodite, of course. A man in black leather armor and wielding two double-sided battle axes was briefly seen before he stepped into what was left of the creature. Before the creature had time to hit the ground, its bones were pulled out and thrown behind it. The man of violence stepped into the skin and grew to match its size. Weapons all over the camp started to float, even out of the hands of demons. They turned on their wielders and masters and started attacking. The man in black leather armor, now wearing the skin of the large demon, held out the mismatch of skin and demon hide. Shortly after, a long sword over 9 feet long with dark blue inscriptions of celestial tongue started to appear in its hand. The man and all the floating weapons attacked the camp. Around Aphrodite, chaos erupted. Her smile faded as she realized her failure. This is not how she wanted things to end, but she would be leaving with new things to ponder over. She turned and started walking down the mountainside. She heard the cries from earlier turn into cheers as the growls and screeches turned into screams and grunts. She looked up at the night sky above. "Zeus, please, where are you?"
Hi, I'm Macy, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. Do, 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 do.
But in the middle of this room, there's a few things that are a little fucking strange. One, you see a very large demon. He has horns. He has this kind of brown tan skin, white glowing eyes. He carries a very large mallet that is probably about the size of Aldora. And he's got these large fists and forearms, almost reminiscent of a gorilla. He wears some furs instead of armor. Has a cute little earring in his ear. But other than that, he's just a big, dumb brute. The other guys that are around him, they look decently reminiscent of demons that Kuriki has seen probably several times before. They have kind of like a rock-looking skin. It's gray. They have spikes pretty much lining their entire body. They range from between 6 and 7 feet. They are very strong, but they're a lot of times the very blunt force of the demons as they go into somewhere new. These guys run in there and they either die or they plow through. These are what would almost be like the blunt instrument of the demon army. So that's why Kuriki has seen them quite a few times before. And probably Andrak has fought them. He would go toe-to-toe with these guys because they're big, he's big. It's his thing. They also carry these like large swords that are made out of rocks that have been broken off and just had a handle strapped to them. And next to this big guy with the horns and the brown skin, there is a demon on the floor who looks like he has the bottom half of a robed figure in its mouth. It's almost a humanoid-esque form with translucent skin, but at the same time, it's eating this robed figure like it's a snake. Like he has his whole body in his mouth, and his mouth is extended. And he is just devouring him. And it's hard to really tell what the fuck is going on there. And then a little bit ahead and to the left, you see what looks like the upper half of a human laying on a bench with one of these large brute demons beside the bench. And the guy almost looks like he's alive. You can see small amounts of movement. So, as weird as that is, he is there. He is alive. So far, they have not seemed to really notice you. But I'm going to say that if Malachi stops everybody at his retarded dark range of 120 feet, then you guys can do something. But if you get within everybody's range of 60 feet, they have the same sight. So they will also see you. So, how would you like to proceed?
Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, Malachi will hold out his arms to stop everybody at where they're at on the map right now. About 80 feet away from the first one he can see.
Mm-hmm.
And then turn to the rest of the party. Trespassing demons. Let's see here. How far? I want to see. Okay, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So he'll turn to the group and say, 7 of them. One looks strange. Slightly translucent skin. He seems to be trying to devour a priest. And then one large one. We have to jump on them. They haven't noticed us yet. A surprise attack could be in order, but we have to move swiftly and silently as possible.
Alright, Aldora's gonna cast Fireball. I'm kidding.
I mean, we could rain hell on them with fireballs, because I can do that too. Just fucking
Fireball!
bomb strafe them. But Malachi is suggesting a more stealthy kind of sneak up, tag one, start killing after that approach. But if anybody has other ideas, he's open to suggestions.
Nope, I'm fine with that.
I can hide in the shadows.
As can I. We all know Kiriki is very stealthy. Andrak, I'm more or less concerned about you.
Should also be concerned with Aldora. Also, is Ethan with us?
No, he was too big.
Mm-hmm, right.
He would be considered squeezing, so she decided to leave him at the entrance.
Got it.
It's just a negative to AC and attacks and movement.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so Does anybody have any other ideas before we kind of? I'm above table. I'm just going to try and stealth in and start attacking, but I want to get a surprise round in if we can.
I got like the fireball idea.
It's not bad, but I know that we know above the board that a lot of demons are resistant to fire, so I'm not sure if that's going to be an effective strategy.
I'm the one who liked it, so it's probably not.
Yeah.
Can't trust him.
Let us try to get within movement range, get close enough that we can close on them before they see us coming, and then we can make our attacks. That's...
So we know exactly how many there are?
Malachi has told you that he can see 7 of them, and he can see most of this room. At least with his dark vision, from what's not lit by the lanterns in the brazier.
Alright. Before the fight starts, Kiriki is gonna draw one of her scimitars and, like, draw it across the top of her arm that's exposed. Mm-hmm. And first I gotta take that damage, because that's important. 7. So I take 7 points of damage.
Alrighty.
But I also, once again, conjure, as she draws her blade, the blood like almost thickens and like rolls down her arm to like the tips of her hand, and she's got several little like drops of blood on her hand, and she's holding concentrating on animate blood.
What the fuck? So cool. Gross.
Yeah.
And a low roll now that I'm looking at it. I'm sorry.
Unless anybody stops him, Malachi's going to start sneaking in and try to get within range for what he's going to do without being seen.
Yeah, now that Kiriki's done that, she's going to also sneak in.
Okay, let's, oh, sorry.
Could powers come with, could I, instead of doing a solo stealth roll, could I give advantage to Malachi?
What's he doing? Malachi's casting Cone of Cold, right?
Well, yeah, I gotta get in range first.
Yeah, I was trying to help with the stealth roll. Like, yeah.
I don't know if you can help with that.
Okay.
Shit, I've never had anybody ask before. If he does bad, I'll let you correct him.
Okay.
That sounds weird, but I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Malachi, go ahead and do your stealth check first.
Okay. 21.
A 21. Hold. Ooh, you get close. Okay. I will say, and I hate to waste your efforts here, Palace, but I will say you know that the demons will not notice him with your experience that you've had with them.
Perfect.
So Malachi is going to get to this.
Wait.
Nope.
I need to see if Kiriki is going to ruin this for you. Kiriki, you roll a stealth check. Because Malachi may be really soft, quiet. Palace is watching him be really soft and quiet. And Kiriki is over there like... Kiriki, how did you do?
It's 17.
Let's do this, and then we'll go from there. Everybody, please roll initiative. This way we can go straight into combat after everything hits the fan. And Andrak and Aldora, am I correct that y'all aren't doing anything during a surprise round?
Andrak was going to attempt to sneak up, but yeah, Kiriki snuck first.
I mean, you
Aldora was gonna
can.
try to see if she could get a little bit closer just to help out. They're not all up by themselves.
If combat breaks out, everybody is squishy. Especially that Kiriki. She's real squishy, you know, she's like the squishiest character.
Palace, I see you sneaking up there. You better roll a stealth check.
Who?
Absolutely.
Palace.
16.
So, 16 stealth check. And how far behind are you going behind Malachi? You look directly behind him.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking with my attempt to help, if it was going to help, Palace was like weaving in the shadows with Malachi.
Okay.
I would say for flavor, because it sounds fun and it doesn't actually affect my stealth roll. As Malachi kind of crouches down and begins to sneak forward, you Palace would see like the mist around the floor kind of naturally weaves up around him, and his kind of appearance shifts in and out of what looks like a shadow and a person.
That's so creepy. All right. So, how did y'all do with initiative? Palace, what'd you get?
I used a superiority die and got to 21.
It's a good time. Malachi?
20.
Okay. Kiriki?
19.
Andrek?
10.
Okay. And Aldora?
Don't worry, it's not as bad as an 8.
Alright. That's not terrible. Oh. Hold on. Malachi? Okay, never mind. We're good.
Malachi, you better be ready to run.
So, in the initiative order, Palace would go first, but you're following behind Malachi, so we'll have Malachi do his surprise round. And then, if you want to do anything, Palace, you can. And then we'll go from there to Kiriki. And then Andrek and Aldora, if y'all wanted to do anything during your surprise round. Okay. Malachi, move up. And you wanted to cone a cold?
Yes, he's going to unleash a cone of cold as he gets to this place where he believes that he can get the most amount of enemies. He releases the cone of cold from his staff of power.
Okay.
And it is, I'm going to turn on my visibility in case you can't see, going to hit everybody except for the farthest south creature.
Oh, I see it now. I was not looking up how to do a cone. You will hit the hooded figure, if you're okay with that.
The hooded figure that's half ingested by the other dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. So, just to clarify, he's going to cone a cold the hooded figure, the translucent demon, who we are calling number 1, who we are calling number 2, who we are calling number 3, and number 4. All the big gray brutes. And you will also get the brown-skinned, large horned one with the giant maw that is quite literally giant, and you will probably feel it eventually. Almost all of them will have disadvantage on this because they are shocked it's happening. So, go ahead and as you roll your damage, what kind of saves am I doing?
Constitution.
Oh, this guy's got that in spades. Oh, he's fine. So the big guy doesn't really look like he had a problem. The translucent skin one, as this cold hits him...
They do have to be a 17, by the way.
You have a shit perception, so I'm actually not going to tell you. I changed my mind. He does look like he got hit by it, and it looks like it hurt him. The big gray ones, they're quite constitutional, but it still looks like they hurt them a lot.
The ones who did not save are going to take 46 points of damage. And anybody who did save is going to take half of that.
Okay.
23.
Okay. So I will tell you right now, the big guy looks like he didn't take much damage at all from that. The translucent one, you could see it got hit, and it got hit hard. You can see its skin peeling away, but it's still staying on its task. It looks like it is trying to eat faster and consume this body faster. Although it's having a little difficult time, because doesn't it say in the spell that anybody killed with it turns to ice?
Yes.
Okay, so he's now eating a popsicle, so it's a little harder to swallow whole.
I'm sure Hades will forgive me later.
The big gray guys, it looks like half of... I'm sorry, what was the DC again?
17.
Looks like all of them took all of the damage. So they are very fucking hurt. Jesus, 46. Golly jeepers, mister.
Cool. And yeah, as that, I'm just going to go ahead and mark with a bonus action for that. I'm going to cast my Hex, my Blade's curse, on the translucent skinned creature.
Oh, okay. And Palace, what would you like to do after he lets that loose? Like, you kind of wait for him to let that loose because you were expecting it, and then what do you want to do?
Does Palace recognize the priest that is being eaten, that is now ice?
What's your passive perception?
17.
Oh. No. Actually, you can't really make a lot of details out, but he doesn't look familiar.
Okay.
But I cannot wait to tell you about him. So gross.
I'm sure he'll be very much thawed out by the time we pull him out of the half of the stomach of this creature.
Let's see. Okay, I can't reach the big guy yet. Palace is gonna go up to one of the demons up front, and she pulls out both her swords, dripping with water, as she weaves under and around Malachi, gets there like fluid, and takes a stab at one of the ones that just got kind of cold, the one in front of her.
Yeah, they're kind of doing their own thing, paying attention to the translucent demon, and kind of just enamored by what's going on there. When all of a sudden they are blasted with this cold, and then this little bitty lady comes up and just slashes the shit out of them.
Does a 27 hit?
Yes. They are wearing the armor of loin, so
Okay.
they're decently easy to hit.
Loins.
Loin
Yes.
armor. Okay. So that's gonna be 10 points of damage plus
Which one is that? Okay, I think it's number 1.
2 gold damage, so 12 damage in total with the first hit.
All right. They do not seem resistant to it now that you're up close in his face.
It's getting real cold today.
That's awesome. And I'm gonna do another hit with the offhand weapon with a 30 to hit.
Somehow.
It does.
Yeah. They're big, they're not very agile, and they're not wearing armor. So AC isn't really the thing. They're mostly just taking hits.
For 13 damage.
All right.
On the offhand.
I did actually forget that these guys have magic resistance, so whoops. He's pretty... I mean, they were all pretty hurt when you got there, but he's pretty fucked up. You can see his black blood dripping down his bulky body.
You see Palace, like, weaving with it, and just so fast, it's going to make her third and fourth attack. That would be a 17.
Not hit.
Okay. For 13 damage.
Ouch.
And then one last one.
You could possibly kill him.
Okay. 24
That'll do.
for 16 damage.
And what does it look like as Palace runs up and just slices this dude 4 times, and on that 4th one goes 3 hit points over his remaining hit points.
Yes. So Palace waited for the cone of cold. I think Palace with her like water fluid like is almost right behind the magic. Like the cone goes out and it's almost like the cold masked her approach. So it's pretty instantaneous. The cone of cold hits and then the sword is like in him right after. So she almost like rode the wave of the cone of cold.
That's pretty badass. Yeah.
And then just shoo. 4 attacks in. And you see, I mean, this is what she trained for. She knows how to kill demons. She hits like vital spots, and it seems like she almost knows, because demon bodies are different, but it seems like she knows the soft spots and the places to hit, where the arteries are and everything.
All right. I do have some bad news, but before I do that, Andrak and Aldora, do you want anything during this surprise round?
Also Kiriki.
I forgot about her.
Is there
Kiriki?
anything that you can do in a surprise round? Like limitations or whatnot?
There are limitations, but like, okay, for instance, these guys actually have a reaction to where In response to being hit by a melee attack, they can make a bite or greatsword attack with advantage against the attacker. However, it hasn't been their turn yet, so they don't have their reactions yet, so they can't do it.
Andrak is just running forward, using the dash action to get in the front line.
Okay. Would Aldora be able to run up just enough to cast a spell back
Sure.
right after Malachi does the thing?
Yes. And Kiriki, you actually were supposed to go before them, so that's my bad. Don't do anything to the big guy yet. If you're going to do something to him, hang on a second.
Okay.
Kiriki, what do you want to do? Sorry.
I see a lot of everyone heading in that direction. So Kiriki's actually gonna almost like not flank, but go down the other way. Because there's that guy down there by himself.
Mm.
And she's gonna move just slightly and take in one of those little animated blood she pulled out, one of her droplets. She's gonna, because it can move at 30 feet, so she's gonna essentially just kind of like flick it at the guy.
What the fuck?
You.
And this little droplet will land on him, and as soon as it makes eye contact, as soon as there's just a tiny bit of splat, it explodes. And he'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. The one down here at the bottom by himself.
Huh.
Said she didn't have fireball.
It's an 18?
He makes it, but he still takes half damage.
Okay. Is it really
half-
fire?
No, it's necrotic.
Oh, darn.
So it's half of 21 necrotic damage as one of those little droplets hit him and erupt like through his body. Essentially, like once it hits, this black ichor like spreads and then blows.
Whew, okay. Yeah, he's looking up, and then he like slowly sees you out of the corner of his eye and starts turning when this explodes on him, and he's just like, oh.
I
Now,
got 6 more of those.
oh Jesus, lady, stop it. The reason I wanted you to hang on for a second there, Aldora, is because the large gentleman has a higher passive perception than the other demons. So as soon as Palace, Malachi, and Kiriki got within about 60 feet, he was actually able to see them. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and take his turn and have him run up in a charge to Palace. Okay, so he's going to run up to Palace and do a gore attack. And it's going to do a shit ton of damage. And then there's a strength saving throw. So let's see if the gore hits.
Not the charge.
Does a 26 hit Palace?
A 26 hits.
Okay. So Palace is going to take... Wait. Is it really the damage? Oh. You're going to be so mad at me.
Hell yeah.
So Palace is going to take 71 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Absolutely. 21.
Oh, shit. That's the DC.
Oh no.
Palace was almost pushed away 20 feet and knocked prone. But instead, she just gets insanely clipped by these large horns of this giant figure as it charges forward and it just kind of ducks away down towards the ground, getting on like a low position to get away from the brute of his strength as she stands her ground against this insanely big demon. Actually, he's not insanely big because he fits in here, but he's pretty big. But that's all he can do. Now, Aldora, I have a strong feeling I know what you're going to do, so that's why I stopped you. But go ahead.
Yeah. It's probably gonna fail, but yeah.
Can I have a clue?
Old monster?
Okay. Now, does he count as a monster? Because he actually has a side hobby of knitting. So, if you knit, can you be a monster? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have a monstrous patience.
That might be the best thing you've ever said. That was hilarious. I'm sorry, you say charisma?
Nope.
Oh.
Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw.
He's about to have a monster of a bad time.
Does he have magic resistance? He does.
What does that do for him on a saving throw?
Gives him advantage.
Ah.
That is a 23.
What if it wasn't?
Could I
unlike
suggest
my-
that you're wrong?
Hold on. Hold on.
Could I? Oh,
Do you want to use it?
I'm gonna use it because unlike everyone else, I like to use mine.
Okay. Okay, so do you want me to take the lesser roll or roll again?
What was the lesser roll?
I'm not going to tell you. I want you to tell me what you want me to do, and then I'll tell you. Dun, dun, dun. I know, isn't that fun?
What's the party think? What's everyone's feeling about that?
I wasn't paying attention. What happened?
Yes.
The
Okay,
lesser
so
roll.
Kevin's vote is take the lesser roll.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
20 total.
I think that
Damn.
still passes. Yeah.
Todd, you're supposed to make these enemies like stupid and unwise. What the fuck?
He is stupid.
Not
Is he?
that stupid.
Yeah, he's pretty stupid.
The
That
$20 I paid you. Where did that go? To giving these characters wisdom?
my cocaine addiction. Okay, so he kind of pouts. You're looking up at him, and he gets this like glazed look over his eyes for a second, and he just shakes his head, and he kind of glares up at our door. No,
Flip that middle finger.
of course. All right, top of the very first round, Palace. It is your turn. Now everybody's going to be acting. What would you like to do?
Does a 19 hit?
A 19. Wait, who are you hitting?
The big guy. I'm going for the big guy.
Oh, you're going for the big guy.
Yeah.
A 19 does hit.
Okay.
But you can feel his skin is very hard, so you feel like that just barely got through.
I'll
Got
need to
it.
moisturize or something.
Okay.
Jeez.
So that's 3 hits. I got 13, 19, 23, and 31.
Holy crap.
So,
Wow, that was efficient. So the 13. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was looking at it too. I'll bring up the damn sheet.
Don't worry, I
Cooper.
already have it up.
Okay, cool. Dylan's got it this turn.
Cooper, did I tell you about our critical fumbles?
No, but maybe I'm a guest and you don't.
Good bid, but that's not how it works.
Let me tell you about our critical fumbles. They're pretty great. I don't even know where it is. I'm so happy right now. I haven't seen one of these in a while, unless it was. Where's Eldora?
Aww.
I'm kidding. All right.
No.
So, critical fumble. For those at home, the 13 was a natural one. By the
And
way,
the first attack, which could mean you don't get to
Oh.
attack the rest of the turn.
There's a possibility.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited.
go ahead and roll a d100. This will determine so much damage.
A 29.
What is that?
Clumsy. Fall, roll dex, or drop primary weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So roll dex saving throw, and then roll a dex check. The dex saving throw is to see if you fall. The dex is to see if you drop your weapon.
Nat 20.
Damn. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
you
fall.
don't fall.
Oh, and I'm already
That's-
prone. Oh, no, I still had that. Okay.
Yeah, you just got hit it hard. So go ahead and roll a dex check, just a dexterity ability check.
A 15.
Okay, so you do not drop your weapon.
Okay.
So the 19, 23, and 31 do hit.
Okay.
Wow, you really climbed the ladder there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 27 damage for all 3 attacks. And then I actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the cold damage. Let me add that. So 31 damage total.
Getting some low rolls, dog.
I know.
For real, dude. Oh my
know.
god.
I had such
4
a cool
ones.
moment, and then Palace just hits the fumble. She's still recovering.
She's shaking. She's got hit by
Yeah.
a 15-foot monster, you know? I mean, anybody would have this problem, okay?
Exactly. And then for the first attack that hits, I'm going to push him away. I'm going to attempt to push him away. It's a strength saving throw.
Oh.
I have a feeling he's pretty good at those.
I know.
Shit. Okay. I will say he is very strong. The whole gorilla-like arms.
I know. I'm hoping for a low roll.
Oh no!
I
I rolled a natural 4.
And yes.
He fails.
Okay. He gets pushed 15 feet away,
Shit.
straight back. So he launched and gored me, and then Powis with her feet gritted in, she takes the hit, doesn't fall over, and then she with the same bracing, the earth crunching beneath her feet, launches a sword attack and her shoulder in and pushes the beast back. That's one attack. Uses her movement to get back to it, and on the second attack, you know what? Let's go. Let's gamble. On the second attack, she's gonna expend another superiority die to see if she can push him back again.
Oh my god.
I have a question. Do you feel like Palace isn't going to live through this? You go hard or go home?
Oh yeah, I guess with the 71, that's true.
No, you're good.
If you want me to be honest, I
have 5 other NPCs in the same folder. Let's keep going. Another one walks around the corner.
Okay, yeah. To be honest, I thought I treated this like a very winnable battle, and I realized that might not be the case. I also thought my HP was a lot.
You hit him with those 3 attacks, and he just kind of looks down at you.
Okay.
Alice has been drinking creatine though, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's a lift battle.
Kill it, bro! Come on, bro!
You want to push me, bro? I'll push you back, bro. Let's go.
So, are you going to chase him and continue?
You know what? With that, no. The pushback was going to be defensive rather than offensive.
Okay. So you want to say you did it with your last attack?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you can do it just whenever the fuck, right?
Yeah. It's any successful attack.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, and then she braces herself and stays.
Okay, that's okay. You got a corpse next to you, but you got this big dude Andrak coming around the corner. When he comes, Malachi,
Hi.
It is your turn. I mean, you saw what happened.
He did, but his focus is elsewhere. He is going to move up. I have just enough movement to make it. Oh fuck! I don't remember. Sorry. Do diagonals make a difference for movement?
No.
No. Okay, cool. Then he has enough movement to get right up to the translucent skinned demon creature monster thing.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and just run up with his scythe and take 2 attacks on that thing.
Yeah, that thing is so gross.
Yeah, and it was eating a priest, which he's not too keen about.
Yeah, you can see the priest's face is covered, but you've heard stories, and you've probably met a few of them, so you know this priest has been through a lot of shit just to get where he is.
Yeah. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
And also a 27, I can only assume.
I'm sorry, you have to go down. A critical is now a 5.
Okay, so that's 2 hits, and let's see here. I'm just going to roll total damage here. Where's my button? There it is.
Where is my button?
So with the Hexblade's curse added on, he gets an additional 4 points of damage on this creature for each attack.
Mm-hmm.
He does 35 points of damage to it.
Oh, gross.
As he runs in, kind of scythe held low along the ground, he's kind of moving low, and he just runs in and takes 2 wide slashes at its upper torso with the scythe. And then he's going to come up with a polearm master bonus attack.
This creature looks like it's trying to focus on eating this priest, but you do see the big guy, despite it going toe to toe with Pallas at the moment, kind of sees you and turns his attention.
Cool. There's a 22 hit.
A 22 will hit.
Okay.
Oh.
Plus 4. That's 7 points of additional damage.
7 points of additional damage. You got it.
And so he takes those 2 wide sweeping slashes across its stomach and then just kind of brings up the butt of his scythe and just clocks it right in the face.
It looks like it's bleeding pretty badly. And now that you're right on it, you can see that its legs aren't really translucent. They almost look like they've taken on a skin tone, like a human skin. You can see it's got human hair, human feet, but it's like the skin is crawling up its translucent leg. Like you can see where the skin has stopped and become this translucent kind of demonic flesh.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Malachi just looks at that. What the fuck are you, you nasty piece of shit?
Sorry, that was really funny.
That's his turn.
All right. He can't charge you. He can't do that without damaging the translucent thing.
Cactus.
But he does have this ability that I've never used before.
It's the surrender ability. I heard that's a free action.
Each creature of his choice within 60 feet. This could be fun. Who is not within 60 feet?
Aldora.
You son of a bee. Everybody except Aldora. Malachi, Pallas, Andrak, and Kiriki, please make intelligence saving throws.
I'm sorry. I thought it said choose one creature when you read it out loud.
Wait, each creature with each creature of blah blah's choice must make a DC blah blah intelligence save throw. Yes.
Questione, is this a spell or is it an ability?
It is it's a both. Let's count it as a spell.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Oh, let's not.
That's not how this works.
Are you
So is that a no to Counterspell?
Oh, okay. So it is an ability. So
Okay.
that I wouldn't know how to handle a counterspell with it because
That's
there's no
fine. Then
level.
I just won't do that. I'll just roll my intelligence save.
It's a spell-like ability,
Yes.
so there's no counter-spelling it. But if it's magical, I have advantage.
Yeah. So give yourselves advantage if you have advantage to magic shit.
Oof.
Or if you have inspiration, I'm going to tell you right now, Becca, this is a good time to use it.
Do guests get one inspiration for being new?
He's milking it for everything he can.
No, I'm kidding.
You know
Alice
what?
will take it.
You know what? I will give you this. If you can tell me what Phoebe is the Titan of, I'll give you inspiration.
Prophecy.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Give yourself inspiration.
I got one extra. For my last roll.
That's
worth it.
awesome.
Yeah, the question is a 13 a fail?
A 13 is a fail.
Indomitable.
What is that?
Fighters get to choose to re-roll a failed saving throw.
Oh, re-roll it.
15 instead.
Womp womp.
Did I sound worried? Anyways, not just playing. Unfortunately, the 15 is a fail. Aldora, damn it, never mind. Kiriki, how'd you do?
20. I used my inspiration.
You mother ducker. Pallas,
Hey,
how did you
don't
do?
insult ducks.
A 14.
Good call in the intro, Becca. Malachi, how'd you do?
Natural 20 for a 24.
Ooh. Okay. Pallas and Andrak, you guys are looking at this dude, and it feels like a waft of fog goes across you and around you, and then you find yourselves in a tunnel. You can hear echoes, you can see down it, but it seems like you're in some kind of maze or labyrinth for what one could consider a minute. But it's hard to say. But until that ends, you are considered paralyzed to everybody else, but you cannot see anybody or anything. You are inside a maze for what you are, or as far as you're concerned. Now, my question is his entire turn. Damn it, it is. Okay, he's going to move up to you, Malachi, and then the next turn, he's going to end your life. But until then, Kiriki, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Stuff.
Okay. I don't know if you could, probably not, because you have a decently low passive perception and they're behind you. Mm-hmm. But Palace and Andrek do get like a glazed look over and just completely stop moving.
I'm not looking at them, I'm looking at the dude I'm fighting.
Yeah, you get that dude.
The one I threw that blood droplet at, I'm gonna run up to. By the way, I did that wrong. I only have one more left because it's every 6 points I lose, or every 3 points I lose, I gain a droplet. So I only have one more droplet left.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing on this dude.
You're gonna swing, but are you gonna miss?
Probably.
Let's see.
First attack is a 22.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that hits.
Second attack is a 25.
Yes, that
and
hits.
Offhand is a 13.
Shit. Hang on.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Okay.
His loincloth breezes up and blocks the attack. That I fucking know.
I don't like that. What? Alright, first attack. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. It's been a while. First attack is 9 damage.
Ow.
Second attack is 11 damage. So, 20 points of slashing damage.
I mean, he looks pretty decently hurt.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You can see that black blood just oozing out of those fucking slashes. He's got hard skin, but that's making it through.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, so after that, the translucent one keeps eating, because that is his entire focus and turns right now. It is his turn, but he just is trying to quickly eat, and Malachi, you see him kind of eye up at you a little bit as he goes back to eating quickly. And then number 5, the one fighting Kiriki. Oh, well, he finally gets his reaction, so yay. But he is going to attack you, Kiriki. He's going to look past you. Mm-hmm. He's going to look at this half man on the bench and kind of look up towards the big brown guy, looking between them for a second, and then look at you and kind of glare down. Do you speak Abyssal?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I do.
Ah. He's not talking to you. He's going to swing at you twice with his...
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. He's going to bite you and then swing at you with his great sword. Because why would he swing twice when he can bite you? They are brutes, I guess. Alright, so he's going to try to lean in and bite you. That's a natural 20. On a fucking bite.
Fucking Christ.
Uh-huh.
He just bites you in the neck, kind of like jerks back and forth like a little puppy. Alright, so 9 points
in your ass.
I think you're gonna get some droplets. I think.
9 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
What is an 89?
What?
Oh, actually,
on the grade table?
Oh.
Yep, on a piercing.
On a piercing weapon.
Oh, I forgot it was a crit, so I'm gonna roll 1d8 again.
Heart pierced stun.
Okay. Heart pierced stun. Roll a constitution saving throw, like a concentration check. Your DC is half the damage, 10 minimum.
nice.
That's a 27.
Fucking good job.
Wow, dude. Okay. So he
You
just
said
kind of...
fuck you.
Yeah, he bites you in the neck, kind of like wriggles around, but it doesn't really do anything. I forgot to roll it as a critical, so take an extra 5 points of piercing damage for the extra damage from there. So you take a total of 14. Now the greatsword, which would have been great to crit on. That's a 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah, figures.
He's like chewing on her, and she like catches his fucking hand with hers, like her blade.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty strong, but any resistance is going to fuck up a swing. So, yeah, that's impressively irritating. I don't really know how else to put that. Like, it's great, but I don't want to see it. All right. After that, it is Andrak's turn. Andrak, oh gosh, you are in this maze. You are alone, but you can see in the dark. That's pretty cool. Hollowed halls.
Now, wouldn't you know, Andrak's immune to being mazed. Oh wait, no, that says amazed. Never mind.
That's
Gosh.
pretty good.
That was actually fucking great. That's going to be written down as a dad joke. I hope you know.
I don't see many ways that would come up, so good luck.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy, his worst save. 14.
Unfortunately, you are still lost in this maze. This is such a cool ability, he can only do it once a day. There's no cooldown on it or no recharge. But it's pretty powerful. Alright. After that is number 2's turn. Number 2 is somewhere around here. Where is he? Oh, he's on the other side of Palace. You know what? Palace looks hurt, doesn't she?
Not horribly. I mean, but Palace has quite a bit of HP.
Oh, well, it's a good thing he's got advantage with the whole paralyzed thing then, huh?
Yeah, no, not a good thing. Not a good thing at all.
Okay, let's go over this real quick. Paralyze. Go down. Red. Definitely a red thing. Paralyzed. You can't do anything. That might be the best descriptor ever.
Yeah.
You are incapacitated and can't move or speak. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Any attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. You automatically fail strength or dex saving throws. So this dude, number 2, who is to the left of Palace, is going to walk up, and while she's lost in this maze, he's just going to attack her, because they're not exactly chaotic good. Alright, he's going to, with advantage, try to bite Palace. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so that means it's a critical hit. I'm not going to roll on the table for all of these attacks, so I'm just going to roll the critical damage.
Well, we made it a rule, if it's not a natural 20, the table doesn't get applied.
Yes.
I don't remember that rule, but it's a good thing we did.
I believe we
'Cause I
rolled
agree
that
with it.
during a one-shot when I paralyzed a million zombies.
Oh, so that wasn't the benefit of me. That's why we did it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense.
Now it
I mean,
makes-
you're not naturally critting, you're forcibly critting.
Yeah.
I'm getting angry at these guys. His critical damage on Palace is 8.
Nice.
This is ridiculous.
Palace is okay. Palace is a-okay.
Alright, well, here it comes with the great sword. She ain't moving. He's swinging upwards. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, great sword. Fucking shit! Great sword critical damage is 13.
Palace is in the maze and still in the fight.
3 ones. 3 fucking ones. Alright. Anyway, after that is Aldora. Aldora, amaze us.
I'm not very amazing.
Again, Andrak's immune to it.
Don't.
But
You heard me.
Do it. Don't listen to him.
Do it.
Uh-oh. I'm a little worried now. What you doing over there, Aldora?
nothing. Okay. So,
I hear the smile. That's not good.
Aldora is... Aldora's shield is going to start glowing, and she is going to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Oh. Whew. Okay. We're good.
But now all of you guys deal a extra 1d4 radiant damage.
Gorgeous.
That sucks.
I find it to be quite fun, actually.
Deal that extra damage, especially against those who are weak to it. I think.
Maybe they are, and maybe they aren't.
The odds are probably in our favor on that one.
It's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check. Oh, yeah, 30-foot radius. Aura.
Okay.
And then, there's not really much that she can do after that, actually, since that does take up her action.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Unfortunately, that's about all she can do.
That's unfortunately, you just made everybody do extra damage.
Hey,
That's good news.
Very, very handy.
For realsies.
I just wish I could do both and heal.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Victors. Okay. That ends my turn.
Okay.
And now Ethan's turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I teleported Ethan over here.
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur.
Yes. Malachi, you see one of them run up to you on your right around this translucent skin one. And then Kiriki, you see one of them run up to you. It takes double his movement, so his turn was quick and easy. Let's go back to Malachi. After he gets there, Malachi, he's going to swing at you. So this big gray guy with this big gray great sword is going to... Oh, I'm sorry. First, he's going to try to bite you. He leans in. Rom, nom, 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 nom. 16 to hit.
Miss.
Darn. He's going to swing up with his great sword as he leans back a little bit. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right. And then that is it for both of them. Round 2. It is Palace's turn.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm assuming a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, shit. That's right. You're lost in a maze. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and roll intelligence save throw.
A good old 7. A solid 7.
Yo.
Oh, dear me. Unfortunately, you're in there still.
Yeah.
You're just kind of lost in the maze. It's dark. It's creepy. You hear nothing but the echoes of your footsteps as you walk down this stone hallway. Where the fuck did everybody go? If you were to have nightmares, being alone in a dark place again would probably be one of them.
Yeah, I think Palace is freaking out and like striking the walls with her swords. If she has them in her hand, if she doesn't, she's just punching the walls, trying to get out.
If I was a badass, that would be my go-to. But unfortunately, I'm me, so I cook. Malachi, it is your turn. You had this
Danger.
You had this big dude come up to you. He just said, well, I don't remember if he said anything, but he said you're going to die.
Fair enough.
The gray one, this one is about 7 feet tall, he ran up to guard this translucent guy, and it looks like they are actively trying to defend it. As you see, it is ignoring, well, it acknowledges your presence, but it is trying to finish what it's doing.
Yeah.
But you are pretty much in danger.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Malachi's a go broke or go home kind of guy.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make an attack on the translucent skin thing. Before I do that, I would like to try and gauge, does he look like he's pretty damn fucked up? Or does he look like he's pretty healthy?
He looks like he's pretty fucked up.
Okay.
But as you look down at him, you see the priest. His face kind of glows a little bit. And you've heard stories about these priests and what they do. And you've heard that they actually don't have a mouth or eyes. And that's why it's covered up, so it doesn't freak out the populace, the general populace.
Mm-hmm.
But they are meant to be possessed. Like they dedicate their lives and train in order to be taken over, so that people can come here and communicate with the dead, so they can communicate with their relatives that have been taken by Hades or that live with Hades. Because it's not so much, a lot of people are like, oh, my child is with Hades, my child died and he went to the underworld. Everybody says, went to the underworld, was banished to the underworld, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But people around here, they're like, he's with Hades. He's living with Hades. Like, they're almost like they're roommates. So it's just a different perspective, different view. And you see his face glow a little bit blue under that hood. And you see these dark eyes looking up at you suddenly from under this hood. And you hear this voice. And anybody with high passive perceptions, not Andrek, because he's not here right now, or Palace, but Outdora, you would probably hear this a little bit. You just hear this like eerie voice say, "They do not belong here. Kill them all in my name." And your weapon gets the same glow blue as that one fades away.
Okay. So what?
And
is this the effect that we talked about?
it is.
Okay.
Do what you're going to do, and then I'll tell you.
Okay. So he's going to look at this. He's going to look at the thing that the spirit or corpse that just talked to him, basically. He's going to look back up at the translucent skin thing, and his eyes with the devil sight begin to emanate with that red glow as his blade glows blue, and he's going to take his first attack at the translucent skin creature. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is naked. I don't know if I mentioned that.
The loincloth, yes, I did hear about this protective device. So
That was the gray ones. This one's just straight naked. Ass in the air.
So, what am I adding to my damage?
Demon Slayer will add an extra 3d6 to any damage you do to demons with this weapon.
Okay. So, that attack does 26 points of damage to the translucent skinned creature.
Well, he had 23 hit points, so how does that look?
So, Malachi holds the scythe up and he looks at it and says, "Trespassers, Hades has deemed your fate, and it does not lie here." And then he slashes it, bisecting it from like its right shoulder down to its hip.
Oh, that is so gross and cool.
And then, because I'm not fucking done yet, and then he turns to the large creature, and with his second attack and his bonus action, he's going to cast Banishing Smite.
I'm sorry, the which one?
Banishing Smite.
Does that actually banish him?
If I reduce his hit points to 50 or fewer, then yes. But at a base, it's going to, if I hit, deal an additional 5d10 points of damage to him.
Bullshit.
So,
what?
Let's
Do not
start.
forget you also have Crusaders.
Oh, yeah. I already killed the first one, so that doesn't matter right now, but let's see how this goes. So,
What?
does a 22
Dylan.
hit?
Fact check him. A 22 does hit. Oh,
Okay.
God.
So, 52 points of damage.
Are they?
3 of that is radiant.
Oh, okay, that was my question.
And if that drops him below 50 hit points, he is banished from this realm.
It opens a gaping wound that he bleeds profusely from, but it does not reduce him to below 50 hit points.
That's all right. I just wanted a mean stack of damage in the case. So yeah, he slices the one in half and then turns with a very fluid movement and just slashes it across this big monster's chest, ripping open that wound, his eyes still glowing red.
It looks shocked and horrified. Mostly shocked.
Hell or high water. If I die now, I've done my part. That's my turn.
Oh shit. That was a lot of fucking damage. What were we doing? Oh yeah. Hey, good news. It's his turn.
Bring it.
Yeah, okay, why not? He's going to make 2 with the hammer. Wait. Okay. He's going to swing twice with this giant maul. And then he's going to use his hoofs. So I guess he's just going to Spartan kick you afterwards, because that sounds fun.
Sick.
Oh, hey. There's a strength saving throw, but I'll read about that in a second.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go with the Great Maul. There's 2 attacks, a 29 and a 16.
29 hits. 16 does
All
not.
right. 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
21. Copy.
You see this like small fracture crack as he just nails you with the flat of this. The hoof, he straight up tries to kick you. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right, that is 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Please make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw coming right up.
He does a lot of those.
Does a 12 do anything for me?
No, but the good news is all it is you're knocked prone. Probably should have done that attack first.
Fine. Yeah, so he... Malachi takes a hammer to the chest, ribs broken. He just lets out a gasp of air as it hits him, and then he gets hoofed in the face and falls on his back.
Wow, you make it sound so mean.
He's mean. Look at him. Come on.
It's a demon. You're right. Kiriki, it's your turn. You're not lost in a maze, but you do have 2 of them. One of them has not attacked you yet. The one on your left has attacked you.
I'm gonna go for the one that has been attacking me, because I've already put in some work into him.
Yes, don't waste it.
Yeah.
The one on your right that ran up, you can see bits of frost on it.
I'm gonna
It
attack
looks more hurt.
First attack is a 21.
That'll hit.
Second attack is a 16.
That'll hit.
Oop, wait, I'm sorry. That one's not right. Well, actually it is, so it would be a 9. I did the wrong modifier, so a natural 1 for the third attack.
That's okay. It's offhand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my damage first and then roll, I guess, on the crit. Or the fumble chart.
Same table. You're good to go.
12 damage for the first attack.
Nice.
And then the second slash was 11 damage. And now I'll roll on the fumble.
Shit, dude. He's definitely hurt now. He looks what you would consider bloodied.
17.
Ooh. What's that?
I don't know.
Distracted. Trip, roll dex or fall.
Oh. Alright. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Kiriki's not good with dex, right?
Yeah, it's not like her
Alright.
main stat or anything like that.
Oh, what?
Shit, that's not legal. You can't do that.
I've been rolling so many natural ones this game. I'm gonna cry. So
Hey,
that's
roll
a
on the fumble
5.
table again. I'm kidding.
So I guess I
So-
tripped.
Kiriki trips and falls prone in front of 2 demons.
Shit.
I hate my life.
I mean, there's a guy cut in half. I'd say it sucks to be him.
He pissed off Hades. He got what he fucking deserved.
He doesn't belong here. He's not a priest.
That might be us next. We might be the cut in half people next.
I'm okay
Oh,
with
that's
that.
true. I don't know.
Yeah.
Palace doesn't really look like she has a lot of meat.
No, that's
Kiriki's,
true.
I mean, Kiriki's looking good. She's got a lot of health. By the way, I didn't do
Okay.
my additional radiant damage because Kiriki is not in the radiant.
What's your hit points, Kiriki? 108?
I'm good. I'm good to go.
Alright, alright.
I'm golden. I still got more hit points than both of these dude probably.
Oh.
You've
yeah,
probably
that's
got
fair.
3 times as many hit points as I currently have.
That's probably true. He's dead. He's eating. So you see translucent. Looking up at you, Malachi, with fear in its eyes, but he just continues eating. He's like, oh shit, no.
No, he's dead. I
trying to
chopped
hurry.
him in half.
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to update this sheet as well as the other one whenever I do this. Alright. I forgot he's dead, my bad. He does not look up at you. It was all a dream.
His hollow dead eyes look up at me as I'm laying next to him on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Number 5 is going to attack Kiriki with advantage because she is prone. Okay. Oh. 21 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 11 points of piercing damage as he kind of tries to grab at your leg and bite you. And he's like, "Argh." Great sword with advantage. Is a 13 to hit?
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Laser.
They're real cool. I don't know if I've told you that. These guys are great. Andrak, you're wandering around the halls of this maze. But, I mean, on the bright side, there's no one here that can hurt you. So, that
Except for
seems
his
good.
heart.
Aw, that got sad real fast. What does
That
the
is a
corpse-eating guy eat?
15 both ways.
A 15 both ways, okay. What the fuck?
This maze is sure a maze.
Zing! Alright. Number 2, is he still alive? Where is he? Fuck, I gotta zoom in. There's too many things going on. Okay, number 2 is... Oh, that's the one that was behind Palace beating her. Okay, he's gonna do that again. Number 2, Aldora, you see his chicken shit little ass wailing on this lady who can't even respond. He bites her for 8 points of piercing damage. And then he's going to slash out with his greatsword for 14 points of slashing damage.
You didn't even ask if they hit.
I'm sorry, does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Does a 23 hit?
They both do.
Dylan, shut the fuck up.
Can you tell me the damage again?
8 points of piercing damage from the bite, 14 points of slashing damage from the greatsword.
Okay.
It's a matter of class, Todd. It's a matter of class.
I don't have class? Wait, you barbecued a dragon. I don't want to hear it. Let's see here. Aldora, it is your turn. Oh gosh. What do you want to do? There's so much going on here. You see Malachi? He's got 2 demons on him. One of them being about twice his size, but super thicker. You see Palace is getting hit. She's dazed. Andrak looks dazed, but he's actually not getting hit, which is ironic because he's the one who can take the most hits. Kiriki, however, is on the ground with 2 of these guys. I don't want to use the word wailing on her, but they're attempting to, I guess, is a good way to put it. It's sad looking over there. She's probably alright.
Okay. I'm just gonna check something. Okay. So, Aldora is going to move up to Andrak, touching his shoulder, using a quicken spell, casting Freedom of Movement. So with a quicken spell, that makes it a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
So now, Andrak is no longer paralyzed.
Ooh.
You touch a willing creature for the duration. The target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, and such as manacles or a creature that has it grappled.
Hold on, I'm thinking. Because this is a mind-affecting thing. So he's paralyzed because his mind is lost.
Damn. Yeah, it can only affect one creature or a person too, and it has to be a touch.
I mean, I guess... You know what? I kind of want to do it this way. And let me know how you feel about this, Dylan, because it's your character that's affected. So it's a mind thing, but it does make it to where you can't be paralyzed. So what if it's like being, kind of like a hallucination where you're like half awake, half asleep. You're not sure you're there completely. So you can move around, and you're kind of going around this battlefield, kind of groggy, like you're in the tunnel, you're in the maze, you're by yourself, but you're not. Like you're kind of going back and forth. So I want you to have disadvantage on your attacks, but you can move around and interact.
That works for me.
Macy, how do you feel?
Yeah, that works.
All right. So, Andrak, you're in the tunnel, but you can see people around you. You look to your left, and there's a column and a wall. You look to your right, there's a column and a wall. You see a corpse in front of you, but then it's just a flat stone. You see the big guy roughly 10 feet in front of you, but then he's not there, and it's an open hallway. It's gotta be a little confusing. But, Aldora, you still have your action, so...
Okay. So, Aldora's gonna take a step back.
Down.
There. She's gonna step down to there. A step back from her. And then, pulling out her staff that looks like a spear, she's going to use the spear, using mass cure wounds on it. Like, for everyone.
Oh.
Bada bing.
That sucks. So, does that include all the demons?
Nope.
You wish.
I do. The translucent one comes back where he starts eating again.
Everyone heals 20.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
You the best.
Nice.
And Kiriki is also now in Crusader's mantle.
Wait. Most important question. Do you include Palace in the mass cure ones?
Yes.
Okay.
No, fuck Palace.
Because she is still physically there.
She is physically there, yeah. Mentally, she is checked the fuck out. It's like being at work.
Totally checked out.
She feels way better inside that labyrinth, though.
It's safe. No. All right. Unless you have something else you would like to do, I'm going to beat on a couple of people.
I don't really like that, but yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. Malachi. Let's hit
Wah.
you first.
Okay.
All right. This guy's going to try to bite you again. 11 to hit.
That's a miss. I am prone. I don't know if that matters.
14 to hit.
Miss.
See, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it was the bites. That kind of makes sense.
Yep.
Now he's going to try to bring this great sword down at you with advantage. That's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Jesus, this dude. 11 points of slashing damage. Haha, take that.
Oh.
Yes. Kiriki. Has it been your turn yet? No. Okay, you're still prone. So he is going to try to bite down at you. 23 to hit.
That hits.
12 points of piercing damage. Max damage. He got your ankle. That shit hurts, man.
What? Both of my ankles are fucking grabbed by these stupid dog things.
I just love the
She's
image of this demon, muscular, full of like spiky, rocky armor. Just gets on all fours and starts chewing on a foot. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, God, take the hits where you can.
Jeez. I'm ready.
He brings down the greatsword. 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 7 points of slashing damage. It's ridiculous. These guys can
still
put out some
going
damage.
strong.
This is sad. All right, round 3. Palace, it is your turn, but you're not here with us right now. Palace is in a maze, wandering tunnels and halls, echoing endless, beating the walls, slashing at them. She's been here before. She was found in dark tunnels and halls. I mean, she's not chained up this time, and she doesn't have any open wounds, really. At least that she knows of. So that's pretty cool. But this is reminiscent of something she has seen before. Please roll an intelligence saving throw.
Before I roll, Palace has been she hasn't been trying to leave the maze. She's been trying to beat the wall down of the maze.
Yeah.
And like with bloodied hands kind of thing, water dripping from him. I think she wants to pray to Phoebe. Out of desperation. To see she's gonna ask, Phoebe, I can't go back. Please, what do I do? How do I get out of here? Please, I can't go back.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. That's a 4. Plus 2, 6.
All you hear are the echoes of your own cries in this dark hallway.
Do the rest of us hear that, or is it only in her mind?
I thought about that, but the wording of his ability and paralyzed as they cannot speak.
Cool.
So it's only in her head. I thought about that and I was like, if she said that shit out loud,
Thank
You
God.
got
That'd be
lucky this
hilarious.
time, Palace.
Some of these bitches would not hesitate.
that's just mean. All right. So after that, Malachi.
Yes, Malachi shuffles back up to his feet using 15 feet of movement.
Attacks of opportunity. Oh, wrong game.
Yeah, I'm still here. I ain't backing down. I'm just standing up.
Previous editions. If you get up from prone, you use attack of opportunity.
Wow, previous editions were mean, man. That's fucked up.
They were. If you cast a spell, same thing. If you drew a weapon, same thing.
People were
Sorry.
a lot more vicious back then. Anyways, yeah, he's going to stand back up, wipe a drip of blood off of his lip, and rear back his scythe to keep pounding on the big guy.
Wow.
Bum, 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 bum,
That
bum.
was hot.
You're gonna die, fucker. 28 to hit for the first attack.
Ooh, shit, yeah.
Only a 13 on the second strike, though.
The second one's a no.
That's fair. 25 points of damage to the big guy.
Ow.
And
Okay.
then he's going to cast, using his cloak, he's going to cast Dimension Door. And he's going to teleport behind the group of monsters. Actually, no, he's going to teleport behind Andrak, next to Eldor there.
Huh.
He takes this slash into the things. Oh, thank you. Sorry, let me roll some radiant damage real quick, as I was lovingly reminded of. An additional 3 points of radiant damage to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he takes this big slash into its chest and then spins around, and as he does so, he kind of is enveloped by black smoke, and then he pops back up behind Andrak. And I don't know. Andrak is still under the effect of this thing?
Half.
Your passive perception, and he was behind you when all that happened.
Yeah. I'm just
I'll
gonna
say you notice, you see him looking around.
I'm just gonna say, for like just a free little talk action, he's just gonna pop up behind Andrak and just kind of give him a little nudge and say, "Come on, fight, damn it!" And that's it.
He's so needy.
Yeah, he can't live without his big man to protect him.
He has come to rely on Andrak's big fucking sword to do some work in these kinds of situations.
He's come to rely on Andrak to take all the damage for him.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna say that that's true, but that is true. You know what I'm saying?
Malachi wouldn't admit it.
yeah. But that's the end of my turn.
So I want to recap what the room looks like right now. I mean, there's the columns, there's the brazier, there's the benches, there's the naturally formed walls of this cavern. It's got the eerie mist on the ground from the presence of Hades and the underworld. It's got this broken altar. It has another altar, but this one looks more for sacrifices. But right now, there are 3 demons who are in kind of a line. And one of them are dead. It's the translucent one. It's kind of half-eaten, this robed figure. And then beside it, as everybody's looking at them, to his right is one of these gray-skinned creatures with a great sword. Spikes all over it. It looks very hurt. It was hit by the cold, hasn't been touched since, but it's still pretty hurt. The big guy, you can see cuts on him, and you can see he's decently hurt, but he also looks pretty healthy. Like, he's still going strong. he has this giant maul that he hit Malachi with and damaged him pretty good. Malachi, what do you look like health-wise?
Numerically, 46 out of 73.
Okay.
Thanks to Outdoors' help with healing. Physically, he's got blood running down his face and, a cracked rib, even though that's not visible.
Kiriki is on the ground by herself, each of her feet in the mouth of a demon
Freak.
who's also trying to stab at her with the greatsword.
Yeah.
So she's got her own little weird thing going on down there. But that's roughly about 20 to 30 feet away from everybody else. Everybody else is kind of like in an L, minus Outdoor, who's kind of at the back of everybody in the middle a little bit so that everybody can get her aura. So that's pretty cool. So there's a demon who's attacking Palace because Palace isn't here and she's an easy target. That's a big gray one. Malachi teleported behind Andrak, and Andrak is behind a dead demon, where he was before he got sent to Neverland. Palace is out front, paralyzed. Now, Palace, being out front and paralyzed, is the target of both the gray demon that was by the translucent one and the gray demon that's beside her, because she's the easiest target. She's out there in front. She's not moving. Bam, easy done. Here's the problem. It's the big guy's turn. He charged her before and did how much damage?
71.
71. That's a lot of fucking damage. She's the prime target again, except for this time he'll have advantage because she's considered paralyzed. She will automatically fail any saving throw he does against her because she's paralyzed. That is going to be a lot of damage with advantage, and she's definitely going to fail everything. Hey, Kevin.
Yar.
When are we going to see that shit?
I'm gonna guess next week.
Yup.